Nice to see you.
Hi.
Hey, Amber.
Hello.
You look lovely.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much.
You've not been on the show before, have you?
No, I have not. This is
thank
my
you
first
for,
time.
Well, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
I am from Texas, and I live in LA now. Have for the last 10 years or so.
What part of Texas?
Austin, outside of Austin.
Oh, Austin. You're great there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And now this is just my imagination, but did you grow up like in a rural setting, where is it like a ranch or a farm or something like that, livestock?
Good guess.
Really?
Yes, I very much did. My dad broke horses for a living, and
Now, when you say broke horses, what does that mean?
train horses.
Trained horses.
That's what they say in
Right.
California.
No,
they train.
He would get wild horses, stallions.
Yeah.
Dangerous killer stallions.
Yes.
Now, how would he get them? Would people bring them to him, or would he go out and get them?
Well, he was raised doing that, and so he found a little niche for himself, training other people's horses how to be
other
rideable,
people,
basically.
they would come and say he's never had a saddle on him.
Exactly. Or he's a really, really crazy horse. Can you fix him? And they hire people that are crazy enough, like my dad, to just jump on.
Right.
And then
Now, is he one of those horse whisperer guys?
I don't know. He's more of a yeller.
He's a yeller.
Horse yeller. I've never heard my dad whisper.
Yeah. But you know what this is? This is the genesis of rodeo. This is what cowboys used to do, and this is how that got to be part of the rodeo, and then other events came from that. Now, did you ever do that stuff?
No, my dad's dream for me, though, when I was a little girl, was to be a champion barrel racer. Mm-hmm. I let him down.
Yeah.
But it did give me some good training. You know, I now have a horse that I love very much. I got her when she was young, which is not standard. Typically, you buy a horse after.
Now, was yours a wild stallion also?
Well, she's a filly. It's a girl.
A wild filly?
Yeah, they're all,
But
none of
now,
them,
when
they're
your
not really
dad-
like born to be ridden.
No, they hate having things on their back because they think they're going to be killed.
They're like most of us. Yeah.
Yeah, like most of. But did your dad ever test you on like raw horses?
Yeah. You know, he didn't have crash test dummies and or sons, so it was me. I was his hunting and fishing buddy.
Did you ever get launched off a horse?
Oh yeah, I spent my first my first 15 years riding, mostly on the ground.
Being dragged.
Yeah.
You ever been stepped on by a horse?
Everything.
That's the worst, when a horse puts his foot on your foot.
Yes.
Because you know that he knows that he's doing it.
Yes.
But it's not so it's a lot of this. It's like kids, would you? And you're pushing.
Typical problems. I know. It feels a lot like being in LA.
Now, when did you leave the ranch?
I left when I was 16, and basically spent so much time traveling back and forth from New York, Miami, Europe to Texas, that I finally at one point said to my parents, you know, I'm not living here anymore, right? And they said, well, that's crazy. You're just now 17. You can't do that. And I said, well, I'm leaving tomorrow. I've kind of already been living there.
Wow.
They're like, what? As you can imagine.
It came as a surprise to Mom and Dad.
Yeah, of course.
But everybody's comfortable with it now.
Yeah, now they are.
Yeah, sure, now. Yeah, exactly.
Now that I've shaved a few years off their life and worry.
We have I think this is a photo of you and your father. And this, I would get, look at that. There's a cowboy right there.
Yeah, that's my daddy.
Well, it looks fantastic.
He's great.
How long has he had the mustache? All your life?
My whole life. He comes out, he's my date to all my premieres and you know, functions, and he's on set all the time. He's great.
And he looks like a guy that would be cast to be in a movie, but he's the real guy.
It's funny because it is true though. He's on set with me a lot, and one time, it was at the beginning, someone came up to him and they said, man, that mustache looks so real. How did you, they did a really good job with that one. That one looks real. How do you get it off? And he said, now what?
Yeah.
He said, how do you get that mustache off? My dad looked at him, looked at me, and he said, baby girl, I don't know what he's saying to me. You better tell him to go.
That's right.
I was like, Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy, he doesn't realize it's a real mustache.
Yeah, in Hollywood, a guy comes up to you and says, how do you get it off? You don't want any part of that guy. Any part of that guy.
No. He's a good one, though.
You were in that movie, The Rum Diaries, with my good friend Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: has he ever mentioned me?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Well, maybe a little. Maybe.
Now the next time you see him, say, "Oh, I was on Dave's show." What?
I'm not going to tell him. What we have is between us.
I'm going to tell him. I think that's smart. This movie, 3 Days to Kill, opens Friday. This is you and oh, you know who I'm talking about. Oh,
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Charades. Tell us about this film.
Oh, it's great. It's called 3 Days to Kill, and it is Kevin Costner's character is tasked with basically 3 days to complete a mission, or else he loses his life.
Mm-hmm.
And my character is the leading agent of the force that is trying to hire him and keep him in this trap. And I have some pretty persuasive ways of getting what I want from people.
Did you enjoy making this movie?
I did. I had a lot of fun. Aside from having to wear all the spandex and latex in February in Paris, other than that, it was pretty good.
Spandex, latex, I'm not familiar with that world.
Classic spyware, it's like...
That's just what they wear.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be an assassin in normal
No,
clothes.
of course not. We have a clip of it here, Amber. What are we going to see?
I think this is when I bust in on Kevin having just completed his first mission.
Okay, take a look. 3 Days to Kill.